Welcome to Talking Beards, an entertainment news podcast all about the facial hair lifestyle and the people who use their beards and mustaches to help change the world. Join your hosts, World Goatee Champion Aaron D. Johnston and two-time National Goatee Champion Scott Sakura as they talk about all the important issues in the community, from charity events, competition news, styling tips, breaking news, and much more. Tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we stream live on all social media platforms as well as talkingbeards.com and answer all of your questions. Join in our chat room and be a part of the show each week as we give away great prizes, compliments of Honest Amish. I am your host, Aaron D. Johnston, and I am Scott Sakura, and we are Talking Beards.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey.
Oh, my gosh. This is super weird. I'm just blowing microphones out. What's up, everybody?
And Kara's here. We don't even need to call her.
Oh, hey. So, this is episode number 233 of the live show. Nope, of the podcast. What episode is this? 156 of the live show.
Buseys.
What's up, Ruby? So we're together, and this is strange. We can do like the What Up Mob Wednesday guys and be like, hey, how's it going? But we can actually see each other. So, there'll probably be some technical difficulties tonight because Scott doesn't generally have a multiple person setup, but we're gonna power through it and we get through it. So, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm in Texas with Scott Sakura, the Beardcaster, Texas Studios. My gosh, seeing his setup down here is just
Davis. Wow.
Absolutely making it feel like a kindergartner set up my setup, and they can there's like crayons holding my microphone together and stuff. And this is the most impressive.
I have this
looking setup. He has grass.
He
has grass up there. There's grass back there.
There's grass everywhere.
So get ready for an exciting episode tonight. So, who are you?
I am Scott Sakura. Hello, everyone. You can find out more information about me by going to @ScottSakura on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. But we want you to go over to talkingbeards.com, and you can find out more information about the show by going there. And also, if you would really feel so inclined, you can go over to honestamish.com. You like that?
Yeah. If you are on an incline, you can buy some beard oil.
No, not on an incline. Inclined, as in you prefer, I feel like I'm going to get some beard oil today. So I'm going to go to honestamish.com and type in promo code Talking Beards, and I will save 15% off
your order, but only if you're on an escalator.
If you're you're going uphill. So dumb. So dumb.
So what else is going on? So we're here.
Yeah, we went to the so tonight, this is what we did tonight.
Oh yeah, tonight's episode got all kinds of crazy.
Yeah, so we went to the Cracker Barrel, where I got accosted by the waitress who would not let me. She was giving me the hardest time because I ordered unsweetened.
It was hilarious. Yeah, who orders unsweet tea? I mean, you're in Texas.
What's a Texas tan, Josh?
Texas tan. Scott has a Texas tan. Baldface Josh.
I know. Oh, look at that. Whoa. I was showing too much arm there.
Yeah, he is.
Hey,
sun's out, guns out.
But yeah, so we went to the Cracker Barrel for dinner tonight. The girls got pancakes.
We did. We went to Cracker Barrel, and it was hilarious. I've never, I don't know, maybe, but definitely not at a Cracker Barrel had a waitress just straight up just
totally diss on somebody.
Totally diss on their customer. It was awesome. I loved it.
I asked for iced tea. Number one, I didn't even get ice in it. It was just tea.
Well, yeah, because you didn't get sweet tea. So she was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do. Does this guy even want ice? I don't know."
Yeah, wait. What kind of crap is unsweetened tea? It's tea.
No, it's crap. Exactly what Jake Johnson said. It's crap.
Yes.
Hey, Crystal Davis.
So I ordered the sweet tea or unsweetened tea, and she's like, "You're not from around here, are you? Where are you from?"
And you were like, "Ohio," and she was like, Figures. Roll Tide.
Yeah, Roll Tide.
That's what she said.
And then,
Texas.
as we were leaving, I picked up my tea and I was taking a sip out of it. And she yells across the room. She goes, "Why don't you go back to Ohio?
You stupid idiot!" And then she knocked the table over.
And she threw a bunch of salt packets at me and stuff. It was ridiculous.
It was hilarious.
That's what you find at the Cracker Barrel in Buda, Texas. So if you guys are looking for a fun time, head up there.
It was a fun time. I enjoyed myself.
We have Monty here with us too. There's a whole bunch of people that are in here right now that we got to spend the weekend with.
I had a really good conversation with Cajun Meyer in Austin. I don't know if you know this, but he got into the beard community because he stumbled across an Talking Beards post on Facebook. And then he started watching our show. Then he started watching Matt's show. And then, unfortunately, he stumbled across that Wednesday show. And then he was like, "Oh, I guess I'm going to be a mob person." And he was like, mob, whatever.
Everyone's mob.
No, it was super cool. I had no idea that, that we led Cajun into the community. And that's super cool. And now he's a whaler, unfortunately.
See, Team Unsweetened Tea, Mr. Choate. That was good. It was good. It was good seeing you.
He's from basically Canada too, like Andrew. So that's like anything above
the
Mason-Dixon line is Canada. So Eric Choate lives in Canada.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
Monty.
And so we also have producer Natalie. She's in here with us.
Oh, hey. There's a desk over here. And Natalie's like, "No, I don't want to
just go sit on the floor."
Okay.
But yeah, so and as a preface to tonight's show, we had a guest, Mike Scoggin was supposed to be on, but he had some stuff come up at the last second, and he's not going to be joining us tonight. But we will talk about the event that
we're going to do our best to talk about the event.
Yeah, we're going to. They're unfortunately, which was one of the reasons why we wanted to have Mike on, was because there's really not a lot of information online that we can find. I mean, like literally, it's really outdated stuff, but not a lot of information out there about this competition that's going on in Fort Worth this weekend, which is where Aaron and Natalie are headed to this weekend. So we thought we would have Mike on so we could get a little bit more information for the people that were in the area. And
Natalie is so cute.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know if you knew that.
But not Natalie's cute, not me. That's not very nice.
It doesn't say anything about Scott being cute.
No, whatever. But Cajun says he forgot to go to the Voodoo Donuts on the 6th Street. I went. Oh, that's a funny story.
That's a good story. Yeah, so Natalie and I were out just cruising around. I think Andrew and Kara was with us, I do believe. We went to eat, and Scott was at work. And this was
Thursday night.
So we were driving around, and he's like, "Hey, when I get off work, just let me know, I'll let you know or whatever." And then he's like, "Where are you headed?" So we were headed to Voodoo Donuts. He's like, "Well, I'm downtown." I was like, "All right." So we went to Voodoo Donuts, and then I took a picture and sent it to him and got my donuts and got in the car. We no more got back to the hotel than I got a selfie from Scott from Voodoo Donuts. It's like,
"Where are you guys?
Where the F are you guys?" I was like, "We just got back to the hotel. Where are you?" He's like, "I was trying to surprise you." Nope,
yeah.
Didn't work.
Yep. So, but
surprise!
You got your donut though.
I did. I've been to Voodoo Donuts twice. In the last 4 days.
What is the donut you get?
So,
is there a specific donut you get?
So,
pardon me.
I used to always get the Loop. It was a white chocolate or frosting donut with Fruit Loops on it.
Oh, I thought it was like a loop, like a loop.
Fruit Loops. That's the Loop. Maybe they got in trouble, like a copyright thing for using Fruit Loops without permission or something like that. Or they just decided to stop doing it. I don't know. I harassed their Instagram pretty much daily asking for my donut back. And they've never told me anything. But now I get the Dirt, which is like basically the same donut, but it has Oreos on it instead of Fruit Loops. They've got one with Captain Crunch on it. It's super good. And I got the Homer donut for the first time, and it was extremely good.
Unsweetened donuts.
Unsweetened donuts.
You must not be from around here.
Oh, that's what they say. If you get unsweetened donuts, you must be from Ohio and be
South Carolina.
Bald-faced Josh.
Yeah.
But no, pretty much everything I've gotten from there has been really good. Natalie and I got, I don't know for the best words to put this, a male genitalia shaped donut, and it took up an entire box. And yep, it was one of those. But so we got it. It was extremely good size, and we cut the shaft part off and ate it, and then the circular parts at the other end of the donut were cream filled. We cut those in half and we ate those as well.
That is disgusting.
It was awesome. And that's what I call
a sticky situation. That's what I was trying to think of at dinner tonight. Like, we were talking and like, I was like, someone said something and I'm like, what was that line? What was that line? And I couldn't remember it. God.
Hey, remember that time tonight when we were eating dinner and then I was able to get all the pegs on that pegboard thing, but you couldn't, and it said that you were an ignoramus.
Yeah. So if anyone has gone to Cracker Barrel, you know they have those dumb little peg games on the table.
They are not dumb.
The triangle one, you know, and you're supposed to leave. It has one peg open, and you're supposed to hop them, and if you leave, whatever. So I did it, and I got 4 left. It said I was extremely intelligent.
It said ignoramus is what it said.
Yeah. What is that? The Pen 15 donut. There we go.
There you go. We had a Pen 15 donut.
But yeah. So and then Aaron got 1 left, which says you're really dumb and
said you are the smartest person alive. You can order sweet tea.
Sweet,
but I didn't. I ordered water.
But yeah. So honestly, other than the Voodoo Donuts thing, I mean that was part of this weekend. As we said, you know, we're so as we're discussing about our guest not showing up tonight, and we were kind of trying to figure out something like literally within the past 15 minutes before the show was going on, and decided that, oh, you know what? There was a best in show at this last weekend's competition, and we spent the weekend with them. So why not have Mr. Jason Schafer from Minnesota on with us? And thankfully, as he was telling us as we were pre-talking to him earlier in the show, he is stuck indoors because they are having a snowstorm there right now.
And we are too. It's only like 62 degrees
62,
here, right?
But when they got here, it was, my thermometer said 90. So...
But now we're in like a cold front.
I know, cold front coming through. You guys brought the cold weather coming in. Cajun says the highlight of his weekend was meeting Andrew Matson.
Wow. He's my half beard.
Can we ban him from the show?
No. Andrew or Cajun?
Cajun.
No, they're both all right.
Oh, Schafer says 6 degrees now.
That's 6 degrees. That's almost Kevin Bacon.
I know.
It's Kevin Bacon at Jason's house.
Wow.
What else we got going on?
So, well, I mean, let's see. We can. Why? Oh, wait a minute. You know what? We have going on here because.
So we do have breaking news. I did make a post and it was for real. We have breaking news.
Oh my gosh! Breaking news live on Talking Beards. It is 6 degrees in Canada.
6 degrees in Canada. So, so we got some breaking news. I don't really know exactly how we're going to talk about this, but let's just get into it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah. So everybody knows about Worlds 2023 was going to be in New Zealand, and then it got moved to 2025. Breaking news: New Zealand's just not going to happen. But it's over. So. We're going to go back to having Worlds in 2023, but it is to be determined still. So if you are part of the World Beard Mustache Association, you should definitely check your email. And if not, reach out to me, Brian Nelson, or whatever, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction if you have not received an email. But I think they're kind of looking for someone to host Worlds. I think that's kind of what they're doing here. So
yeah, it's really turning into a last minute kind of thing because it's usually pre-planned out at the previous event where they determine where the following competition is going to be at. And since the New Zealand competition could not happen last year?
Yeah. So New Zealand. So it was 20. No. Yeah. Right. So 21 was New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then it got moved to 23.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Yeah. So and then England's 25 still. But
yeah. So it's kind of like a domino effect where everything just kind of falls, and
New Zealand's borders are still closed. It's still closed. And so how are they going to start planning for Worlds if people can't even come?
Yeah. So if you guys really want to kind of keep up to date, you can either go to, as what we're showing here is the World Beard and Mustache Association.org, Or if you guys want to sign up, you can go over to beardteamusa.org and sign up on their list. I'm sure there'll be information that they send out on their monthly newsletter, which we do recommend that everyone goes over and signs up for that, because I thought I had a thing for
it's right there.
Right here?
Yeah, click it.
Right there.
Bingo. Sign up for Beard Team USA newsletter by going to beardteamusa.org/subscribe.
Yeah, we'll leave that on the bottom right now.
2023 Worlds at the Cracker Barrel. There we go. Everybody has to order sweet tea, though. That's the rule.
Unsweetened tea.
No, that's not here. But yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate news. We were all kind of sort of thinking that maybe it was going to happen. Well, it's officially happened. So
wow, the basement of the Alamo is another good location.
So hopefully someone that kicked around the idea of hosting Worlds in 2017, I think there was like 7, 8, 11 something clubs. That's where New Zealand got the bid. So hopefully one of those clubs wants to host it. If not, I don't know. We'll just host it here.
Yeah, right. We'll have it right down the street, the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, there you go. So,
or we could have it at Pinballs, which, if you guys get a chance, there's a really cool, like, I don't know how to really explain it. It's like they do have a ton of pinball games there, but it's like a adult, like Dave and Buster's or whatever.
Adult pinball, so there's like naked ladies in the pinball machine.
Adult pinball, like there's just their rounded edges; they're not sharp.
Oh, right, yeah, that's the best kind.
But yeah, and don't forget the Great American, June 25th. Where's that at?
It is going to be in Snowbird, Utah. Yeah, so that's official. Yeah,
David Ludwig, look at his idea: cruise ship worlds.
Cruise ship worlds.
Wow,
there you go. You were talking about getting rowboats earlier.
Yeah, no, kayaks at the Cabela's.
Same thing. We can all get kayaks. Kayak worlds at Cabela's.
Yeah,
all these ideas, we're just coming up with
so many great ideas. I mean, and there's like a ton of hotels right here. Like, I mean, this is the prime location for Worlds. I mean, even though it was in Austin a few years ago, why not?
We're not here. We're
not in Austin, so
we're like way far away from Austin.
David Ludwig is going to have a cruise ship in Snowbird.
Wow!
I don't know how he's going to do that.
David Ludwig is going to drive a cruise ship to Snowbird.
He's going to bang his drums too.
Wow.
Oh, man, I went there.
Gosh. So, yeah. So, what else we got? So, we got Jason Schafer coming on, and we're going to do our best to talk about this North Texas Bearded Villains event.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later, but we do have some information on that, and we'll point you in the direction of how to possibly get more information on it. Like I said, it's real slim pickings when it comes to information about that event and why we wanted to have Mike on to talk about it. So, but why not just bring on? There's a guy that we're gonna have. Where is he at?
This is gonna be so super
good.
amazing.
So
if you were in Austin this weekend, there's a dude that's been around the community for a while, and he's always super nice to everybody.
Chicken bread.
And he got an extremely well-deserved weekend, and let's just bring him on and talk all about it.
This guy right here?
This guy right here. He was most excited about that Honest Amish box. You could tell. He's like, oh, this ribbon's stupid, but this Honest Amish box is where it's at.
Look how big that smile is on that face. We're going to really find out what he was feeling when he was awarded this. I mean, I've never gotten to win a Best in Show, but I could only imagine it's pretty awesome. So here
it is.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Jason Schafer.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you could have wore all your crowns.
He probably has them all on his teeth.
Dude, that's so cool. What's up, buddy? Are you still on cloud 9, as the kids say?
Mostly, little less so, having to shovel my driveway this afternoon. But
wow, Austin didn't send anybody up there to shovel your driveway for you.
No.
What a ripoff.
We need to talk to Mr. Brian T. Nelson to find out what the heck is going on.
I thought that was part of the deal. You'd like, all right, I won Best in Show. I'm going to come shovel your driveway now. Brian T. Nelson really dropped the ball on this one.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe Crystal can come shovel it for you.
So
broken foot and all.
Okay, so let's take a few steps back here. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what club you represent, because you're way up there in the Great White North almost. And
Yeah,
but
I'm
go ahead.
Jason Schafer. I'm the treasurer of the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition, and been competing since 2016. And went to an event, didn't know anyone, and discovered that everyone was super nice, and just started coming around. Met Aaron for the first time at 2016's Great American in Denver, and just started getting to know people slowly but surely, and then
Who's Shirley?
Decided that I really loved going to these competitions, and it was such a cool way. It's basically the reason why I travel. Otherwise, I'm a bit of a homebody, so it kind of gets me out and about.
Yeah, so I was trying to reflect upon like when we first met. We met in Chicago for the
I think so. Yeah, in
event.
person for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. So what got you involved in the whole bearding thing? Like where did you discover it? How did you find it?
I just saw that the Minnesota Beard and was called the Minneapolis Beard and Mustache Club at the time, posted that they were having an event, a competition. I'm like, I have a pretty good beard. I should just go and see what it's all about. And I went and didn't know really anybody, and had a blast and met some people from the area there, and it's like, hey, I think I'll start coming to the meetings, and then just got involved from there. Had such a good time.
Did you meet that superstar MJ guy? What's his name?
Met him. Met Jamin.
MG,
like the car.
Oh yeah, he's got that beard that goes like this.
Yeah,
it goes, and he walks around like he wears his silly glasses, and he's like, woo. What about that Andrew Matson cat? He watches this show.
I met him, I think, up in Thief River Falls for the first time.
Wow, you kissed your mom with that mouth?
There. And that's back when he had a full beard.
What?
He was full beard for a second.
And then we're like,
no, just
you
be a
need
goatee.
to shave that scraggly scruff.
All four hairs on your cheeks. Go ahead and shave those off.
Why aren't you a goatee? Let's really dive into this conversation.
Yeah,
doesn't need to be.
I do pretty well with.
Oh wow! That's a best in show.
Best in show. I don't need to stoop to your level.
There really are a bunch of great partial freestyle beards out there. So
and Jason Schafer beat them all this weekend.
He beat every single
Brooks
one of them.
And Cardi with his parts hanging out the bottom of his dress all weekend.
Yeah, there may be a couple of pictures out there with a look of just complete surprise on my face. So I know those guys have been in the game freestyling for a long time, and I still consider myself kind of a newbie in freestyling. But
did it kind of look like this?
Is this how shocked you were?
More shocked than that.
Wow, that's pretty
there, I think I look just tired after everything.
But look at now let's kind of analyze this beard a little bit. There is some nice, and I remember when you walked into the event and I was like, wow, Jason, that was beautiful. I'm like, you had excellent symmetry. Your lines were really nice. And I know you still weren't done tidying it up because, you kind of have to like wait till right before you go on to like really clean it up to make sure it looks really good. But when you got there and you saw your competition, how are you feeling?
It's always nerve-wracking because everybody's, brings it. And so, I'm always nervous whenever I compete. You never know what the judges are looking for. So it's always a bit of nerves for me whenever I'm up there, even if I think I've done something pretty cool.
Where did the idea come for this design?
I just took some stuff that I normally do, but I wanted to do. I always try to not do exactly the same thing. So I wanted to, for this add a few things. And for me, it's always it kind of comes out in the process of actually doing it. So I never quite know exactly what's going to happen until I start freestyling.
I like the bottom of it where the loops kind of went through.
Yep, that's something that's that's one of those pieces that I'm becoming more and more consistent with is kind of the loop inside the loop.
I think it's a great look.
I can kind of see some inspiration of like I'm seeing definitely some kind of Kennedy in there a little bit. Not from MTV, you idiot.
Oh, like John F. Kennedy.
Yes,
looks just like
just a little bit, just like yes.
What the hell?
Oh my god!
So Kennedy from MTV.
Yeah,
or
Kennedy.
from Fox News. Kennedy.
Yeah, that's the same one. Now.
What?
Oh my god!
Are you serious?
He was super relieved when he showed up and saw his competition. Winning is a lot of pressure and stress. I didn't need that.
Yeah, and you didn't have any of that pressure this weekend. You're welcome.
Yeah,
we were really
I was telling
everybody
goatee was the most stacked category of the night. It was
this category.
Yeah, Scott wasn't even in that picture yet. You were still wandering around.
I didn't even realize James was going to be there. He kind of snuck in. That was
he's right there.
I know he's there.
He's the first person in the picture. He didn't even sneak in. He was there.
No, because as I came into line, he was at the very end, and I was like, "Holy crap! What are you doing here?"
So you snuck in. He was already there.
No.
So James was like, "Oh, didn't even know Scott was here. He just snuck in right at the very end."
That's what he said.
Wow.
Wow.
So now what? So you got 2 tiaras. What was was Minnesota like super excited?
Did you get a parade?
Yeah, did you get a parade? That's what I was saying.
The sled dogs were like running down the street and they had like tiaras on and
No, it was kind of once I got back, it's all introvert time for me. So
so you're not going to even get like a huge article written in the Minnesota like Times or whatever, like the local newspaper? Should we call people?
Not.
We should call them right now. The editor-in-chief for the Minneapolis
Star Tribune.
All right, we're gonna get you on the front page.
Wow, with this picture right here.
This is it.
Front page. Local man wins beard contest in Teja.
And he has 2 tiaras.
Wow. I do. And I discovered that actually that they're different sizes. Here's the daytime one, and then the nighttime one's a little bit
wow,
dude,
flashy.
Those things are super cool.
Yeah, so they thought of everything.
They were real gold, real diamonds, real pearls in there. Like
thousands of dollars each, I'm sure.
I know. I don't know how you got home with those without getting insurance on that stuff.
Yeah,
those things probably weigh a ton too. So let's talk a little bit about your time down there for the weekend. Now you came down, and of course I ran into you at multiple locations doing some different things.
Were you just not paying attention where you were walking, or
no? I was like, ooh, and then all of a sudden, Schafer, bam, run into him, and he's got a cigar in his mouth. Look at that.
Hey, smoking a pancake. Jason Schafer. See?
I like the smokes. I like the pancakes. Let's do it all together.
Remember that time that
I don't have many vices at all, but every once in a while I like a good cigar.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because of course there's some really cool cigar bars here down in Austin area called the Cigar Vault. There's a one down in right outside of downtown Austin, and then there's one in Buda, which is where I live, where Jeff Ray hangs out all the time. But
he's the mayor. He
is the mayor. But so I've hung out there a few times with Jeff. Great place and everything like that. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you ended up getting, like you said, one of your little vices that you don't really have many, but that's one of them. How did you get involved in the whole cigar lifestyle?
Yeah, it's just I had a roommate that every once in a while would have a cigar. I'm like, yeah, sure. And once I get into something, like I go all the way. So I bought this big humidor that looks kind of like a wine cooler that can hold a bunch of cigars. It's a little tough in Minnesota because I don't smoke inside the house. So I really only have like about 4 or 5 good months of cigar smoking unless I want to go to a shop.
Are there a lot of shops up there or not really?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few. But yeah, it's kind of a fun thing. And, got to know Jeff You mentioned Jeff Ray, and back in 2020, I went down to the Buda location and hung out there for a little bit. So yeah, it's one of those things. This big community. When COVID happened, Jeff started this kind of cigar night over Zoom, and it was just a really cool way to keep in contact with a bunch of the people I care for.
And then he changed the time to the same time as Talking Beards. Jeff Ray hates Talking Beards.
I like that. If anyone saw Little Jimmy was probably one of the funniest things of the whole event.
I love Little Jimmy. I love puppets. So
I don't know. Dude, I wish I had a picture of Little Jimmy. Oh, darn.
So, So what did you think about Little Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm a weird dude, so I thought it was super hilarious.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was going to say he was scared by him.
Natalie was scared.
Well, because Little Jimmy was bigger than Natalie.
She had no idea that Little Jimmy was actually taller than her, and he's a puppet. Oh, yeah. So if you're commenting on the Aaron D. Johnston page or Scott C. Sikora page, go over to the Talking Beards Facebook page or YouTube page, because we don't see the comments that are on the Aaron D. Johnston or Scott Sikora.
Yeah, for some odd reason they just don't show up.
Nope,
so yeah,
I've reset it and it still just doesn't work. So go over to the Talking Beards page. If you're over there commenting, we don't see you. Probably John Abraham and my sister,
polka dotted alpaca.
There's a bunch of people over there. So yeah, come to the Talking Beards page. And
it's not that hard, guys.
Come on
it's
over.
Super easy. Or if you guys are watching us and you don't want to participate in the chat room, you can watch us live straight over at talkingbeards.com.
Yeah, you can do that. Or you can just stay where you're at.
So Schafer, what is in store for 2022 for the Best in Show of the? Well, wait a minute. Wouldn't he be like the Best in Show? They call it the Texas Nationals.
You're the Texas National Best in Show winner.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I don't know yet. Have to figure out some of those details. Hoping to do, of course, Great American and Nationals. It might be just a couple of those bigger ones. Still kind of feeling out what competitions I want to get to and am able to, and stuff like that.
Well, good thing one of those competitions that you decided to come to was CASI this weekend. Pretty solid decision on your part.
Yeah, this is the CASI competition is always one for me. Like I said, I come from Minnesota, and it's just really, really cold up here, and it's nice to get out of Minnesota in February because, I need a break from the winter because it's gonna last a couple more months here.
I will tell you though, for myself, when I competed in 2018, Come and Shave It, which was Come and Shave It 12, and I won. I won the goatee category that year. You were a judge.
I was a judge. That's why he won.
Yeah. But you didn't vote for me. It was because you didn't beat me because you weren't competing against me. That's why.
Right.
We didn't even know each other at that time.
No, we didn't even know each other in 2018.
But I would say that of all my competitions that I participated in and have been graced with winning, that probably is my number one favorite one. Like, to me, that meant the most because to me, that felt like one of the most prestigious contests to win.
I would agree with that.
And so then he comes in the following year and he ends up winning. And then Matson comes in and he won too. So, I mean, that's kind of cool that we've all got our chances to win this. What do you, ow.
Andrew never won?
I thought he did.
No, he lost to.
Wow. Way to rub it in.
Whoa.
He lost to James McMahon.
Well, you're a winner in our book.
Yeah, you won that. I mean, we love James McMahon and all, but I mean, we'll just say that you won. They didn't do an online one, did they?
CASI, yeah.
Oh, they did? Oh.
Probably Patrick Dawson won.
Oh.
That would be my guess. He won pretty much all the online goatee things.
Oh, he said he won 14.
See,
that's what we said. Yeah, way to go, Natalie.
Wow,
made us trying to throw us under
Natalie.
the bus and make us look like a jerk.
He won when I did over 24 inches.
Yeah, Natalie.
Oh.
We're not as dumb as you look, Aaron. Jeez.
Probably. So what else you got going on, Jason Schafer?
Yeah, what's in store for you for this year?
Just for like today? What are you going to do today?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed early tonight because I gotta get back to work tomorrow and
dig out.
I got half as much time to do everything as I normally do because I took yesterday and today off. But it's all good. It was a much needed vacation. But yeah, just gonna kind of do my thing. And I am one of the board members of the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition now. So recently elected at our meeting last November. So we're just kind of getting that going. Like all the other clubs, it seems we're just kind of working on building up our membership again and trying to figure out how to kind of navigate through this COVID world as, restrictions are increasing and then decreasing, and hopefully we'll be going down more. And yeah, so we'll be kind of figuring that sort of thing out. And yeah.
Have y'all been having live meetings and stuff yet with the club?
Yeah, luckily we've been able to do live meetings for probably a good 6 months or so.
What have
5
the
or 6 months.
What have the turnouts looked like at your meeting?
It's been a little sparse, but
Mm-hmm.
our general membership has been sparse, so it's kind of par for the course. It was hard to tell for this month because our monthly meeting happened to be while I was at CASI, so wasn't able to see or talk to anyone how that one went yet.
Well, now you have a big story to tell the club when you have a meeting. What, next month? Y'all do them monthly?
Yep, we do a monthly.
Oh my gosh.
We tend to bring our trophies, so I'll have to.
Do you think everyone's going to be so? Are you going to wear your tiaras like all the time? Can you wear it to work?
They don't actually fit super well, so
you can. They have tiara fitters where you can. They might have one up there in Minnesota where it's like when you go to like the jewelry store and like, oh, my ring's too small, and they go in there and they have the same thing for tiaras.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not up on all that stuff. I have more research to do yet.
Yeah, you need to get you a tiara fitter so you can just wear it all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
All right. So here was another little fun thing. So on Sunday afternoon, we all went out and watched you guys smoke cigars. And while we were there, Angela and I picked up one of these really cool Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition coins.
I heard that thing cost like $200.
It was like $275.
Wow.
It's gold plated, but you get a free ticket to fly to Minnesota to get it stamped on the back there.
It's got an airplane ticket in it.
Yeah, they actually use laser engravers and write your name in there, and then they put your DNA code in there. So if something happens to you and you die, they can extract it and make a replica of you.
I need one of these coins.
$275. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well, we're thinking about doing a QR code now so that you could just put the one code and then you could, like, as your medical, information changes, it'll just automatically update. And so,
like an implant.
So the replicant can really be just that much more lifelike.
I think this is a really good idea. I think more people should get themselves cloned.
Yeah. So, but in all honesty, though, $25, these nice, that right? Yeah. $25. Is that what it was?
Yep. And we have, I think we have those on our website, thembmc.com. So you can search for our merchandise there.
That was loud.
Loud. So if you attend, so what do you do to become a coin holding member of the coalition?
Yeah, so you have to be an official member, which I believe is, so there's a $50 membership fee, and also you have to attend, I believe it's 4 meetings, and I don't remember the exact number of other events that you're required to go to, so like competitions or things like that. We're actually a official nonprofit, so we have a full set of bylaws that govern us, which is really cool. So, it's all pretty legit.
So basically, this is considered a meeting too. This is technically a meeting. So I have one meeting under my belt. So I'm one meeting closer to getting to be getting my coin stamped and everything.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is so exciting.
This
Sorry.
is definitely a meeting for sure.
Well, we were discussing club details, so
Sounds like a meeting to me.
I know, and he's the boss.
He is.
I've done several things with the club. Does that count?
Oh, Natalie's.
Natalie said that she's done several things with the club. Does that count?
Yeah, she needs to pay that membership fee,
You
though.
need to pay your membership fee,
Oh,
Natalie.
snap.
And it's actually due by January.
Oh, it's due by next
That's
January, so
fine.
hurry up.
You've
You got, like-
Well, that would
11
be,
months.
resetting for the following year. So I'd have to.
So hurry up and pay so you can be on the list for next year. All right. she's
So,
got this.
what is in store for the club this year? You guys, what's the plan for competition? When is that? Have you guys begun planning? Or are you talking? What's going on?
Yeah, we're not sure about like a big competition. We have a bunch of kind of little, more pop up type ones, and then our president Aaron Berg, he does a competition with the county fair in the county that he lives at. He's done that for a few years now, and so that's a one that we'll plan on doing. And we haven't quite decided on a full-fledged competition. I think we're gonna try to like build up our membership more and kind of get more kind of a groundwork before we kind of delve into something bigger, because you guys know how difficult it can be to plan a big competition, and then with the changing rules and regulations, that we just with our limited kind of volunteer stuff. The Thief River Falls, hopefully that will be coming up. We're looking at so we kind of have a new chapter that's starting in northern Minnesota, and so we go up there and do that. There was a competition with their county fair. We've been trying to get it separated from the fair, so it's a little easier time to kind of manage, so that we're not just kind of stuck in a corner, and we can have an actual
milk the
proper
cows.
competition.
And y'all can do whatever y'all want. You don't have
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the guidelines of the fair.
But that's a super great time. We stayed at one of our members, their parents' property up there, and just tents and little campers and stuff like that. And it's just a great weekend to kind of hang out.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to going to that. Natalie's gone a couple times, and it's never worked out that I've been able to go with her. And it definitely would have worked out for me to go with her this time. But
yeah,
hopefully maybe next year or later on this year that comes together. Or, hopefully next year. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yep. That's yeah. Hey, but we just want to say thank you so very much. As we got a hold of you at the very last second, and we were trying to think of something really quick, and we figured, why not talk to Jason, because he has a really cool story about coming all the way down to Texas and doing his
Kicking
freestyle.
everybody's butt.
Yep, they're dupas, Aaron.
You kicked everyone's dupa.
Yeah. So
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, also, I in my Facebook memories today is the day. It's 3 years ago that the Waffle House incident happened.
what is the Waffle House incident? Let's hear this.
So we talked about it on the show.
I know we did, but for people who haven't heard about it,
You can go back and listen to
Oh
Talking
my
Beards
God.
from 3 years ago. But so we were all at Waffle House. Jason was wearing a kilt. There was some crazy guy in Waffle House that did not like that Jason was wearing a kilt and started screaming Clan of None to him, chased him into the parking lot. There was a wiener on the window of the car.
is this when you
And that was just
maliciously ran the guy over?
This may have been the time that Andrew and I accidentally bumped into a guy with our automobiles leaving the parking lot as he was trying to scream at Jason.
Way to go, Jason.
Yeah, it was all Jason's fault.
Controversy follows Jason wherever he goes.
It was all my fault.
In Austin. Wow, you've always got something going on in Austin.
Yeah, there's always stories from Austin.
Jeez, all right. So
Weird.
okay, so what was your weird story from this trip?
A weird. I guess it was a little weird. This was my first Best in Show, so that was definitely a weird experience for me.
Weird. Good weird. Not,
Yeah,
getting
definitely
attacked
good.
by a guy at the Waffle House weird, but way different weird.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, Jason, we want to thank you so very much for joining us. And like I said, thank you for popping in at the last second to help us out here. Congratulations once again. It was also really great seeing you because it's been a while since I think we've seen each other.
Yeah.
But congratulations again. And when you guys are getting ready to get something up and going, let us know and we'll get you back on and you can tell us everything you need to tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah. And we'll make sure to get it on the beard calendar.
Yeah, thebeardcalendar.com. It's on there. If you had something to be on there. That's what I would be saying right now if you had something. Yeah, there you go. So, thank you, Jason Schafer. We appreciate it. Thank you for being our last minute guest. You were
not a problem.
lifesaver.
Thanks for having me.
A delight is the word.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, see ya.
Okay, bye. All right.
That was Jason Schafer. We had the Jason Schafer. Jason Schafer made our show weird, according to Crystal. Did you see that?
Andrew said, what? I heard a rumor that CASI Biss earned him a little Jason puppet.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
All right. So let's talk about this competition that's coming up this upcoming weekend in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
We don't know very much about it, but we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, we're just basically we did a search for the not only the Facebook event page, which we couldn't find anything.
There isn't one. There's no Facebook event page. The Villains do a lot of their event planning and stuff through chats and Instagram. So they hate Facebook.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Well, that's fine.
Like,
we're not all big fans of it either, but it's just where the bearding community is at for us. So that's why it just kind of works. But yeah, so this is what we got in relation to the event. It says, brothers, the much anticipated, long awaited moment has come, the return of LSV. This February, the North Texas Villains proudly present LSV 5. Now, if we go to the Bearded Villains website, they are just getting ready to update information on LSV 4. So we didn't really have much information about what happened last year, but this year it will be in the Fort Worth stockyards in true Texas fashion. 6 classes, 6 and under, 6 to 12, 12 and up, styled mustache, freestyle, and whiskering. They don't even have a goatee.
No partial freestyle.
Oh, partial beards.
No partial beards.
They don't even do whalers.
So I think in the Bearded Villains world, you can have a whaler because it's still a ear to ear beard. I think that's kind of how their bylaws are written, something like that. Like you have to have a beard that goes ear to ear. So no chops, no goatees.
Yeah. So,
but you can have a whaler because it goes ear to ear.
I really hope that
I could be wrong.
I really hope that at some point we can get someone in the senior leadership of the Bearded Villains to kind of come on the show, because I mean there's tons of things that I have no idea about Bearded Villains.
I didn't know that they were an Instagram based club until not too long ago.
Yeah, so I mean it'd be really interesting to kind of learn a little bit more about the Bearded Villain lifestyle and culture and all those things, because it's kind of very rarely do we cross paths out there. I mean, and their probably numbers are way more larger than we in the normal competitive bearding community. So
for the past year, they've probably been pretty comparative. One of the bigger events that we have done this year was a Villains event. So, I mean, but the biggest Villains event and the biggest non-Villains event, I guess, is about the same. Probably like 60, 65 competitors. Bearding competitions have all been pretty small, probably for the past 2 years. I don't know if this is the new thing or if we're just, but we just haven't come out of COVID yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, but it's also the mob too. The mob events have been fairly fruitful as well.
Yep.
I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's just because of.
I have Crystal Davis.
What?
And, he said that he would be on the show, and then when I talked to him in person, but when I've reached out to him, my messages probably just get lost since he's got like 250,000 followers. So I can't contact him. I did in person, and he was very much interested in being on the show, but I can't contact him again.
In fact, I almost remember when we were at the Great American in Richmond, there was a huge group of bearded villains that actually showed up to the event. And if I remember correctly, I want to say that, I don't know if it was Jimmy and I, or no, it wasn't. No, Paul.
You and Paul Hendricks were interviewing.
Yeah, we interviewed a whole bunch of them, and we were asking them some questions. And that never, something got messed up with that video, and it never was able to see the light of the day.
Was messed up.
Yeah, Paul's was peaking or something. Yeah,
and so every time he talked, and Paul Hendricks don't stop talking. So the whole video.
It's like
I remember that's what happened. But
sorry, everyone.
It's good.
I know I redlined my microphone right there. I feel stupid.
So yeah, so if you're in the Fort Worth area this weekend, check out the stockyards at Armadillo. I think you can go to the North Texas Bearded Villains Facebook page, or you can go to their Instagram page and send them some messages, and you can just bombard them.
Is it on the Beard Calendar?
It is on the beardcalendar.com. It is on there for this weekend.
Yes, Crystal, that'd be great. Yeah, if you could get us in like 100% contact, like with a number or something, that would be great. I mean, something that's outside of the Instagram. Because that's like
the only way I've been able to get a hold of him. And like I said, I talked to him in person, and he was like down. Like he knew about the show, he wanted to do it. I talked to him about this very thing, like explained to everybody about the villains, like, why do y'all do things a little bit different than everybody else? And he was like, yeah, sounds great, let me know. And voila, can't get a hold of him.
Voila. So speaking of Beard Calendar, we don't really have we didn't really get a chance to go through events or anything, but
you can pull up the calendar real quick if you want.
Oh, but I can do, really?
You can. I mean, if you want to.
I can. What is it?
The Beard Calendar. There it is. No, that says Caster. TheBeardCalendar.com.
BEARD and
there it is.
Dar.
No, it's R. So yeah, calendar is spelled with an AR, not an ER. Just so everybody knows.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, let's get this up.
Accept them cookies.
We're gonna accept cookies. I'm in a cookie mode.
Let's do it.
I'm in a cookie mode here.
So Scott Sikora loves cookies now. I don't know if you know this about Scott Sikora, but he has never eaten cookies a day in his life until he moved to Texas.
Yeah. So, all right. So the official Beard Calendar, as we're seeing. Oh my God! Wait a minute. You have bots on here?
What?
Yeah, you have a bot here.
That's me. I'm saying that.
Oh,
right now I'm typing. So yeah. Like we have on there, 2/26/2022, Fort Worth, Texas, LSV 5. So you can go on there. There's the address for the event, 120 West Exchange Avenue, Fort Worth, Texas. I even got the zip code on there because you never know.
You never know. Well, I mean, that's good to know because then people can just put it right in their GPS and they can just go and be there. The thing is we don't have a time.
Nope, I couldn't find a time or anything. So this was going to be part of the question and answer section of Talking Beards tonight with, Mike from North Texas. But, this is big breaking news right here. Greensboro, North Carolina. Carolina BAM got postponed. We do not have a date, but this was coming up in 2 weeks. It was going to be the same day as several other competitions. But, they just didn't have the numbers and there was some venue issues, so on and so forth. It has been postponed. So there we go. That's some big breaking news tonight as well.
Yeah, and then we have Mob Fest 5 that's coming up on March 5th, where we're going to be seeing a couple of our bearded brothers shaving off some mustaches, correct?
Oh my gosh, Monty,
the biggest shave.
They're losing their mustaches. March 5th on Boo's Back Porch, 1830 Brownlee Road.
Are we allowed to talk about that big picture that we took or no? Because they haven't announced it yet because they were still not done with the picture that we took with Shannon the other day.
Correct. That's breaking news for another day.
Yeah, breaking news.
That's probably tomorrow.
We'll have to have
mob guys will get it.
Well, yeah, they'll get. Wait, Shannon, we want the coverage of that. We want when you're ready to talk about it.
Yeah, we need the scoop.
Scoop.
All right, so scroll down a little bit more. Also on 3/5, this is a busy day in the beard world, as you can see. Cincinnati, Ohio, the 5th annual Bachfest Beard Baron competition. This is not going to be their normal competition that happens October there in Newport, Kentucky. This is a different one that they've been doing for the past few years.
Yeah. I've caught wind of this a few times. Yeah,
you broke wind at this event.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh my gosh, Scott's over here farting. But yeah, the Facebook event page is there. You can click on it and get all the news and information that you need right there off of the calendar.
Then it looks like the same date. Nashville is I'm assuming this is a Bearded Villains competition. Nash Vegas 6, the 3-star villains. So obviously these guys have been throwing a bunch. I mean, they've been throwing a continuous competition for the past 6 years, or this is their 6th one, not in a row, but they've thrown 6 of these events. So as you can see, if you go to 3starvillains.bigcartel.com, you can find out more information about that. And then what else?
Yeah, also on 3-5, the Mr. Furface Beard and Mustache State Beard Championships is coming back to Anchorage, Alaska.
I wonder if Beans is going to be there.
Probably. Maybe Beans is in Florida right now, I think.
Ooh.
I think they're still in Florida. I saw a selfie with them with Bucky the other day.
Busey's.
But yeah, so this is a very long running competition. Probably one of the longest in the country.
20 hours.
I was talking about how long it's been a competition.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so I know the Palomino Whiskerino. I think that's right. It's in California. I think they're on like the 60th or something like that. This one probably about the same, 50, 60. It's been going on for quite some time. Yeah,
in fact, it was funny because when we were with Crystal this weekend, and on Sunday when we were at the Cigar Vault with Jason, we were talking about the long-running competitions and stuff like that, and she was discussing how that one that in her town or around her has been going on for all those years. Yeah. So what else?
So this will be the last one. Well, we can hit up the last couple here. So we'll be going to Jacksonville, Florida for another Bearded Villains competition. This is the First Coast Villains St. Patrick's Day Battle of the Beards. It's at a Lynch's Irish Pub. Looks like it's going to go for about 6 hours. It's right on the ocean in Jacksonville.
Everyone bring your swimsuits and your little arm floaties.
Yep. You can walk out of Lynch's Irish Pub, put your floaties on, and walk right into the ocean.
And see, this is the one benefit that everyone's going to gain from following the beardcalendar.com is even if you've never done a competition before, this is your one resource where you can find out all the different things. And as we were saying with the Bearded Villain things, these are events that we don't normally know about or promote or anything because they kind of go under our radar.
And they're hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
They don't usually make Facebook event pages. I know that the First Coast Villains, I'm pretty sure the only reason they made an event page is because I asked them to, so I could link it onto here. So yeah. So hopefully this kind of helps everybody find events. And if you're like, where can I go to a beer competition? Jacksonville, Florida. Well, there you go. It doesn't matter if it's a villains comp. Who cares? We should all just be helping each other out.
Yeah, definitely. And then the last one you have here is the Pahrump,
Nevada. This is Patrick Dawson's competition. Obviously, he has a bunch of help with
Speaking of Patrick Dawson, who won in the goatee category this week?
I can't remember. I can't remember. I've been trying to think who won the goatee category. Can't remember. But yeah, we'll definitely have Patrick on, and I know he's got a lot of help. I'm not saying that he's the only one putting it on, so don't come at me with pitchforks. But he's the dude we know that's helping putting it on.
Petaluma in 62.
62nd annual. So hopefully Petaluma happens this year. I've reached out to them, and they said that it should be happening, so that'd be good.
Thank you, Mr. Chicken Bread. One last thing I was going to say, but now I can't remember.
I don't know. That's it. We got 40 seconds.
We got 40 seconds to sign out, but I want to thank Aaron and Natalie for being here at our home in Taeha and being able to do this together is pretty awesome. I would be awesome to do it all the time, but
we'll do it all the time. I'll just drive here every Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's super convenient.
So don't forget to go to thebeardcalendar.com. And if you have a event that you want to submit, you can send it to talkingbeards1 Let's
Or you can just go to the beard calendar and then that little bot thing pops
there
up.
is?
And it just sends it a link. It's thebeardcalendar@yahoo.com. Super easy.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Or just go to thebeardcalendar.com, scroll to the bottom, and it's like, do you have
can
a comment?
enter,
and then it just shows
you can
up
throw.
for you.
Oh, wow. That's pretty easy.
I'm professional.
This is great.
Go daddy.
Yeah, but .com. But yeah, so if you want any more information about the show, go over to talkingbeards.com. You can subscribe to the podcast. You can do all the fun things there. You can watch old episodes of the show. You can do whatever. There's lots of cool things. You can order some merch from our spring store. But if you are so inclined,
If you're going up a hill,
you can go to honestamish.com, and when you get your order ready in that cart and you're getting ready to check out, you can type in Talking Beards to get 15% off your order today, tomorrow, and the day after that. In fact, how about just till the end of time?
yeah, to the end of time. So also from honestamish.com, you can get free shipping over $35.
Holy crap. So
I
you're
know.
telling me that if I ordered like 5 bottles of premium beard oil, not only would I get $15 off, but I would get free shipping on it.
You will get 15% off and free shipping.
Oh my, wait, why can't I get free shipping and then 15% off?
Because if you're, you can.
Oh.
You can do everything.
Well, I'm pretty sure that 5 bottles of oil is going to get me to $35.
We gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. I'm Aaron D. Johnson. This is Scott Score. We did it. Have a great night.
Look at this guy.
Oh my God.
That's
he looks
Jeff
so
Ray.
good.
Look at him smoking that cigar. He's doing so good. And wait, where was it? Right here?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Click it.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We love you.
Love you. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Talking Beards. Make sure you go over to honestamish.com and use promo code TalkingBeards to get 15% off your order. Don't forget to tune in live next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern at talkingbeards.com.